record. Okay, welcome everyone to this special webinar where we're going to be sharing with you about the 7 secrets to losing 7 kilos in 21 days. And I'd like to encourage you to take notes because the information here is quite valuable, I personally believe. And if you have any question, you can actually type it in the chat bar. I will answer them towards the end of this presentation, and we'll be able to discuss further. All right, so a bit about myself. My name is Kitty Chang. I'm sure all of you know me. And I have a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology at Melbourne University, Intercultural and Community Studies at Tabor College, and Diploma of Coaching in Health and Nutrition at Shaw Academy. So I am an internet franchise owner, which means that I have a website that you can actually purchase anything and everything that you can think of. We have both our branded products as well as some partner stores that you can purchase from. And so if you're interested in learning more about this side of my business, I'm more than happy to share with you. But in regards to what I am really passionate about in terms of being a coach and a trainer with the TLS system, which is Transition Lifestyle System Weight Management Solution, I'm actually certified to be training people to be coaches, as well as coaching people to manage their health and their weight as well. And I've published a book last year, and as well as starting to facilitate a workshop and speaking in different capacities. So let's delve into today's topic. Before we share with you the 7 secrets to losing 7 kilos in 21 days, I would love to be able to share a little bit about the difficulties or the issues that we face, because a lot of times, you know, it's not so much about the secrets to a solution. We first need to know what the problems are. So in terms of our health and weight issues, you can see these pictures. These are the things that actually went wrong. Number 1 is the poor food choices, because a lot of times, you know, we would be choosing things that we think, you know, are good or yummy, but necessarily not good for our body. And the second part of, you know, a lot of people having health and weight issues are that they're not active enough. Sedentary lifestyle is actually a reality for many of us, because, you know, we are in front of a computer, or we are just not doing enough exercise. And then obviously number 3 is really common, too much screen time, whether it's our mobile or our computer or the TV. You know, screen is something that we are subjected to every single day. So how many of you can tell me that you are actually you know, guilty of that? If you think that you're guilty of any one of those 3 or all 3, perhaps you can just put it in the chat bar and let me know, because I certainly have at one time or the other chosen you know, poor food choices and not doing enough exercise. And I am the first to raise my hand to say that, oh yes, I do have a lot of screen time. I do that very much, mobile phone and computer. Okay, so when we think about the struggles that we all face, you see this lady on the right hand side. There are 5, what we call 5 factors. So this lady, above her there is portion size. Now this day and age, especially in the Western world, when we go out to eat, you know, we have a saying, there is always this portion distortion. What that means is, you know, we are actually eating a lot more than we need to. So portion size is one struggle that we face. And a lot of times we may have been under the impression that it's actually not a good idea if we have a whole plate of food in front of us for us to say no or not eat at all. So it's so important for us to be aware of the portion size that we need to be consuming. And then yo-yo dieting is the second one. Yo-yo dieting means that, you know, a lot of people want to, you know, lose weight, so they go through certain diets. But, you know, diets shouldn't be what we are aiming for, because, you know, the word diet starts with the first three letter, D-I-E, die, meaning that it's not actually a good thing. We are actually looking for a lifestyle. So yo-yo dieting is the thing that, you know, people actually get involved with certain type of diet program out there. They may lose some weight, but then not long after they actually gain back the weight, because, you know, they don't work, the programs don't work, or that, you know, they just are not the correct type. And when that happens, when we go through yo-yo dieting, our metabolic rate actually is ruined. And then stress is a very big factor in terms of what we go through every day, you know, is just unavoidable. And stress is something that causes us to have cortisol in our brain. And as a result of that, it will cause us to have fat storage as well. And then processed food, engineered food, or junk food is obviously another major, you know, fat factors, because, you know, if we don't eat the proper food, then, you know, this processed food has so much sugar or salt or, you know, carbohydrates or whatever that are above what we need to consume. And if you have a look at the labels that are behind some of this processed food or engineered food, you will be amazed how much junk it is. And we've already mentioned sedentary lifestyles, that we don't actually have enough exercise. So again, out of these 5 struggles, how many of you can say that you are experiencing that? Because if you are guilty like I am, I know that at times when I'm busy, I might just go for a really quick meal at Macca's. And then that's processed food, and that will not actually help me at all. What about you? And it's really something that we struggle with, because we are also busy. And yeah, like Barry said, we all have fat brains. And it's true, because our brains really do need to be listening to our body. And our brain, our body, and our guts need to be connected in a way that we will be able to have a healthy lifestyle when it comes to eating. And so on the left-hand side, you know, these are some of the things that we may be going through in terms of why we're struggling from losing weight. We may be, you know, too busy, too much to do for everyone else, to a point that we forget about ourselves. And one of the main things that I always share with my clients is that it's so important for us to have self-care, self-love, and self-compassion. If you do everything for everyone else but yourself, then you don't have, you know, anything to give. So as a result, you know, you will be unhealthy. And also you don't have time to exercise, or you don't like to cook, and you've tried different diets, and, you know, mentioned the poor food choices already. And yeah, so how many of you eat too much too often as well, and like you just love your food? Can you think of any other struggles that you have in terms of weight loss? Okay, so let's have a look. Sometimes we do, don't we? Okay, so contributing factors. When it comes to the factors that help us as well as, you know, cause us harm in terms of our health and our weight management, includes computer work, processed food, oxidative stress, TV stress, pesticides, and prescription drugs. Now, all of these things are there to cause us harm in terms of our health. So if you are subjected to any of that, that means, you know, we are not fully optimally healthy. So if that's the case, then obviously there's always, you know, reasons for people to be unhealthy, and the reason for people to to gain weight as well. Like, overeating definitely is a major thing. And there is also emotional eating and stress eating. When we're stressed, we always, there are, different types of eaters, but stress eating is a very common one. And snacking is not necessarily bad, but then, we do need to choose the type of snack that is good for us. Those three things below, like good quality and good amount of sleep, exercise, and quality foods, are great contributing factors for our health and weight management. So weight loss isn't magic, it is science. So when it comes to weight loss, you really do need to follow a system, a scientific program in order to be successful. Now, let's go through the 7 secrets to to lose 7 kilos in 21 days. So if you like to think about all these 7 secrets as the pillars of success for your health and weight management, then really, every single one of them is very important. Okay, so number 1 is detoxification. Now, do you eat processed foods, drink alcohol, smoke, or not getting enough sleep? Do you experience stress? Do you need more energy? Do you feel like tired all the time? And or where you work, do you expose to chemicals, or you take some prescription drugs or medications? So if you do, then or if you want to lose weight, then detoxification is a must, because any one of these factors would mean that our body is really subjected to more free radicals than we should. I'm not sure whether you actually understand what free radicals are. Free radicals are the molecules that attack our body all the time. Whenever we breathe, then we have free radicals, and that attack our cells, billions of cells. So just think of an apple or banana. Like if it's put on a table for like a few days, what would happen to it? It would actually be, going rusty or brown, right? And that is the oxidative process. So in order to neutralize that, you need to detox. So what does detoxification do? Well, it removes toxins from the body, and it prevents chronic disease, enhances immune system, slows premature aging, improves quality of life, and increases energy, improves your skin quality and mental emotional clarity, as well as restore balance to your body systems. Because once you actually have toxins, if you want to balance, then you need to have the restoration detox will do that. And it will also kickstart weight loss efforts. It's so clear for me, having seen so many of my clients in the last few years. I've worked with close to 100 clients, that through detox they are able to kickstart their weight loss really, really well. And as a result of that, they also develop new healthy lifestyle, which is amazing. So if we have a look at the picture on the right-hand side, you can see that the detox benefits, there are a lot of it. Whether it's immune boost or reduced pain or increased energy, it's just really, really amazing. Okay, so let's have a look at the second secret. Second secret to weight management is low glycemic impact eating. Now, in terms of glycemic eating, is basically something that a lot of people are not aware of. It's actually the kind of eating that were originally researched and studied by different health professionals, mainly the dietitians that help people with diabetes. And they find that, the type of food that are low glycemic, meaning, they are the type that will support the normal sugar and cholesterol level, tend to be able to help the diabetes patients to get well better. So it's basically about eating right and not eating less, and it supports a healthy heart and helps to lose and control weight, supports normal blood sugar and cholesterol levels, assists the body to burn fat, and improves energy as well. So if you have a look at the graph on the right-hand side, you can see that, if you have high blood glucose, like the one on the right-hand side, when it goes to your pancreas, then the insulin will be released by the beta cells of the pancreas. And because of that, then you will have the fat cells that will take in the glucose from the blood. So that's why you will have, fat storage. When you have that, that is not healthy, because you don't want to have too much fat in, the body. So the storage of fat to, help you, to cause you to gain weight. Whereas if your blood glucose is low when it goes to your pancreas, then the glucagon will be released, and as a result, the liver releases the glucose into the blood and achieve normal blood glucose level. So that's why, when it comes to weight management, a lot of people are worried more about the fat than the sugar. But in fact, sugar, or glucose in this case, is actually worse, because fat is necessary as a macronutrient for our health, even though excess of it is not good, obviously. But then when it comes to sugar, it's really not the most ideal. So I can see that, okay, let's have a look. There are some questions. I might answer it later, okay? So when it comes to low glycemic eating, what that is basically, you can see the green zone, which is the 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7. That is where the fat burning zone is. And so that is where the blood sugar level is actually really good. When you're actually in a fat burning zone, then it's actually ideal for weight management. But when it comes to zone 4 and 5, which is the red zone, and that is the high GI food, things like, hot dog and pizza and, chocolate, and very much, the type of food that will cause, like a sugary type food, will cause you to leave your fat burning zone and then lead to a crash and sapping your energy. So that's why, for those of you who moms and, have kids, you would know that when kids have had sugar, they would have a sapping of energy and, have a crash as well. So yes, I'm just reading that Barry says he's cutting out snacking, and because you want to feel better, that's good. But having said that, we have mentioned in our previous training, Barry, that in between your meals, like, your 3 meals, having some good protein snack is also quite good. So if you want to reduce or stop your medications, perhaps consider taking some of the natural isotonic products, may be good for you. But yeah, working on burning fat is a great thing. So if you can just do more exercise, that will be wonderful. Good to see you there, Sarah. Okay, so let's keep going with the low glycemic eating. If we are able to go into the fat burning zone all the time, then we'll be able to eat, the low to medium GI foods, and then you'll be able to stay there. So obviously, for those of us that want to be fit and healthy all the time, we want to have fat burning, not fat storage. And so that's why it's important for us to maintain a balanced diet of low and medium GI foods, so that it will get us back on track if we are not on track, or for those of us who are already on track, to keep it, to a fit style. So you find your fit is actually the motto that Transition Lifestyle System uses to help people that, go into a fit mode. Okay, so the third secret that we have in terms of helping people to lose weight is body composition. Now, in terms of body composition, the body functions best when it consists of the proper proportion of muscle, fat, organs, and bones. So within your body, you've got obviously different part of your body functions, right? And so it's so important if you're able to, have a good balance of all these different muscle, fat, organs, and bone. And in fact, when you think about body composition is a transitioning from a fat storage lifestyle to a fat burning lifestyle. So when you think about the differences between weight loss and fat loss, you need to be aware that what we are looking for is more the fat loss and not just weight, because weight, there's actually quite a number of factors that can affect it. Things like your muscle and the water consumption as well. Just have a sip of water. And so it's very important for you to have a balanced exercise program in order to have good body composition. So like Barry was talking about, he's looking at burning fat or like, doing exercise. So in order to do that, it's important to have a balanced exercise program where you have cardiovascular exercise, strength-based exercise, as well as flexibility. Because when you're able to do that, then you can work on burning more fat. It's not only just one or the other, but all three in balance. So, Barry, are you doing all three? If not, then I highly recommend that you do so. All right, and everyone else as well. So Michelle is saying that, hypoglycemia with sugar level crashing. So eating small healthy meals will help, definitely. Yes, small healthy meals, rather than like big meals would definitely help. That is the low GI type of healthy meals, definitely. Okay, so the other thing about body composition is that it's not about the numbers on the scale, like how many kilos or how many pounds, but the fat burning side of things. So have you guys heard of skinny fat at all? Skinny fat is a type of fat that, like, when you look at someone, they may look skinny, but then in effect, if they actually are measured by a 10-liter scale. A 10-liter scale is actually the type of scale that can measure more than just the weight. So it will measure your body fat percentage, your visceral fat, which is the fat around your organs, and your muscle mass, your metabolic age, as well as your water percentage, etc. So skinny fat is the type of people that, even though they may look, on the outside skinny, but then inside they may have excess body fat, they may be obese, so we call it skinny obese, right? So it's so important to not just look at the physique but the overall health. The other thing is exercise is a key factor in burning stored fat to build lean muscle mass, which fuels your metabolism. So in order to be fit, we really do need to have lean muscle mass. So that's why the 10-liter scale is a really good one for us to use in order to measure how healthy we are. And once we actually know about the lean muscle mass, then it will help you to fuel your metabolism. If you have a look at the picture on your right hand side, you can see that the lady, there's a slower metabolism, there is a healthy metabolism, right? So the slower metabolism is that you have more fat but then less muscle, whereas healthy metabolism is people that have less fat and more muscle, because muscle dictates metabolism. So in order to have good metabolism, you do need to have or build lean muscle mass. So the less muscle you have, the slower your metabolism. The more muscle you have, the stronger your metabolism. So it's so important then to do some form of exercise that will help you to reduce your fat, but also build your lean muscle mass. Okay, so the number 4 secret for reducing or managing your weight is the science-based supplementation. Now, supplements are important in the sense that when you think about the kind of food that we eat and the farming practice, by the time that, whatever that we eat, whether it's fruits or vegetables or meat that are in the farm, coming out from the pesticides that we are not very well known in Australia, is one of the most, soil depleted country, which means that a lot of the minerals and vitamins are not available in the protein, the fruits and vegetables that we we grow in the market already. And then once the farming bringing it to the market as well as the supermarket, it's actually got very, very little vitamins and minerals left. Hence, it's so important for us to, whether we want to lose weight or not, to have supplements to help us have enough of the vitamins and minerals or antioxidants. But particularly for people that want to lose weight, why is science-based supplementation important? Well, it's because it works with your body to enhance your overall health. And the supplementation is designed to help while adopting a new healthy lifestyle. Because when we're talking about TLS transition lifestyle system, it's actually a new lifestyle. We don't want yo-yo dieting, because with yo-yo dieting, it always goes back. When you lose weight, it will gain again. You don't want that. We want TLS to be your very last weight management program. And we're not a diet program. We're a lifestyle program. So in order to do that, if you have science-based supplementation to help you, then it will help you to adopt to this lifestyle so much easier as an accelerator. So it will also enhance weight management as well. And it's definitely science-based, which means that, you don't have to worry about, the content being, full of drugs and all the different types of, it's all very much natural and really good content. So why TLS supplements? Like within the TLS transition lifestyle system, there are different supplements that are available. If you have these few things that are causing you perhaps to be unhealthy, then it would be something to consider. Number one is your dietary habits. If they're poor, if you don't eat healthily, or if you don't have enough fruits and vegetables, like 5 to 9 servings a day, enough protein a day, or the macronutrients that we need, or if you eat processed, engineered food, then you probably will need some supplements. And we've talked about yo-yo dieting already. And the number 2 thing about supplements is that if your hormones are not balanced, then you don't have enough nutrients to support the hormones. Then obviously you need the nutrients to supplement it. Number 3, if you have carbohydrate sensitivity, and it's really common in this day and age, which will mean that you'll have missing protein, fiber, minerals for processed grains. And one of the really, really important things that the TLS supplements provide is the metabolic support. Because obviously, as we are getting more mature, our metabolism will go slower. If we are able to have supplements that help us with supporting our metabolism, then we definitely will have a lot more support in terms of weight management as well. Okay, so number 5 secret in terms of helping people with losing weight, in 21 days is education. Because, you don't know what you don't know. If you don't actually learn things that will help you, then how can you act on what you're supposed to do? So that's why, people like myself, who is a coach or nutritionalist, people who have studied, about the importance of the different pillars of success, or what we talked about, this secrets of weight management, can help you. And obviously, you can do that once you've learned about it as well. So TLS, this program, is able to teach you how to eat, and not just what to eat. Because if you look at the programs in the marketplace, there are so many programs out there, but they actually only just tell you what to eat, or they even just give you the food to eat, and they don't teach you how and the reason behind and the why. Whereas if you do our training, then it actually teaches you the how, which is equally as important, if not more, than the what. And TLS doesn't restrict the food groups as well, which is very important, because if you restrict food groups, you are depriving yourself, and in the long term, it won't be healthy. And that's where yo-yo dieting happens. And it also teaches you how to eat for life, but realizes what is right for someone else may not always be right for you. And it teaches you how to build your body the right way. And because so many programs out there that I've done research and studied have things that say, oh, you're able to lose weight in the short term, but then it's not actually building your body the right way. It's actually depriving your body, and towards the end you will lose your muscle mass and you won't have enough water, you're dehydrated, and you have perhaps less weight, but then at the same time you also have a lot of things that you need to have in your body that you are deprived of. And the result of the education that we provide will mean that you will have behavior modification, because you have the information that will be given to you. As a result of information, you need to implement. Once you implement the information, then you'll have transformation. I always say this. I mean, it all goes with everything. It's not just weight loss or learning about health. It's learning about business, learning about anything. Is that first comes information, then comes implementation, then comes in transformation. Because a lot of times people would say, oh, knowledge is power. Well, I would say knowledge is not necessarily power if you don't implement it, because it will just be something that you know, but knowing without doing is not knowing. So if you are able to implement what you learn, this education, then transformation will happen. So behavior modification means that you're being aware mindfully and changing unhealthy behaviors for life. And hence this is going to be a lifestyle change and not just a quick fix, which won't last, and yo-yo dieting. So in terms of the education with TLS, we have two main trainings. The first is 101, the second is 201, and I'll share with you more about those two later. And then we have a 12 weeks of education, which is a very, very comprehensive, detailed education of a lot of different topics that will help you to understand everything from nutrition to how your body works and all that. But the one that is most popular, and the one that I personally run a lot with my fellow coaches and trainer, will be, is always the Feel Great and Look Great in 8. And you can see on the right hand side, it's actually, I have been doing it, at home with, I've done it with Sarah, who is also on this call, and I've done it with Wendy, who is also a coach. So I've done it with different coaches, but this particular one on your right-hand side is actually an online Feel Great in 8 study program, whereby you can just listen to the recorded message, or the Zoom that like the one that I'm doing right now. You have 8 sessions, so it's just a self study, and you have the topics there: jumpstart your success, improve metabolism and exercise, nutrition and how to read labels, creating healthy habits, believing in yourself, planning meals and dining out, managing stress, assessing results, and your new lifestyle. As you can see, these 8 sessions cover not only about your physical side of things, which is obviously, the food, the exercise, the healthy habits like sleep, etc., but also, most importantly, your mindset. Mindset including things like, believing in yourself, how to manage stress, and how to go through your habits in terms of your mentality. And all that is actually included in this online program. And within that, we have the TLS 21-day challenge, which the first session is Jumpstart Your Success, is part of that, and you'll have a boot camp as well. So basically, that is the Feel Great and Look Great in 8. And within our overall company, apart from the TLS, the weight management, we also have some experts, makeup artists that at the end, after doing these 8 weeks, they can do a makeover with you when we host what we call like a motives fun makeup party, which I enjoy so much. Like I went to one on Saturday. It's just so much fun when people do their before and after. Then they'll be able to have a really good makeover. So other topics that we can do training on, whether it's face-to-face workshop or online one like this, is topics like gluten gluten sensitivity, mindset, and self-confidence, like more in depth than just these 8 sessions, and food addiction and appetite control, plus others. So that, as I mentioned, the education is the more formal one, which is basically when you actually get together in a training room or on a webinar, whereas the coaching and accountability is a separate component to the 7 secrets, because, you know, coaching can be done in a way that you are able to have me as your health coach, or any, like, you know, some of these people that are on this call are coaches as well. They will be able to help you. So whoever that introduces you to this call, you can actually go back to them and they will be able to coach you. And I've got quite a few of my clients here on this call that I am going to be coaching you through the Feel Great in 8, the bootcamp, or the 21 day as well. But the importance of coaching and accountability is that the process of coaching really helps you to develop your capacity to think about things in new and creative ways. Say, for example, if you want to lose weight, you just, you know, go about doing it on your own, then it won't be as effective as if you have a coach, like a person like me that has had training in coaching people in health, wellness, nutrition, exercise, etc., to be there to see from a more objective perspective. And so that, you know, you have me there to help you together accomplish what you want to accomplish. Obviously, we'll go through, you know, what you want to achieve, what is your goal, and how you would want to do it, and, you know, that kind of thing. And coaching also helps people to stay ready, because if you have a coach there, then you have the accountability. Because if you are willing to be held accountable, willing to be coachable, then, you know, the coach will be able to support you and prepare for what you must do. So that's very important. And in terms of accountability as well, there are 2 different levels. The first level is toward yourself, which is, you know, if you are someone who can be, you know, committed to yourself, you have a strong desire and reasons that propel you to take actions towards your goal, then that the first accountability probably is enough. But I always say, it's so much better if you have someone that will keep you accountable and being your coach, because they've been there, done that, and they have experiences helping others. So that's why that's the number 2 level, the second level of the accountability, and that is extending the accountability beyond yourself with a coaching relationship. Then this is really the key behavior that will help you, because you will then be, you know, writing journal and then having conversation if you're frustrated, and, you know, different types of situation comes about, you know, you can talk to your coach in confidence, and you'll be able to solve the problems rather than just being stuck there. So now I would like to let me have a look. Sarah, are you available to share a little bit? I'll just unmute you. Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah is one of my fellow coaches, and I love her to death because she's such an amazing friend. And also, we've been working together for years in TLS together already, and we've been able to help quite a lot of people, you know, reach their wellness and weight goals. So what I'd like to encourage you guys to do is to find your coach, whether it's, you know, Sarah or myself, or, you know, obviously, you know, with TLS, we are the expert in it. But yeah, Sarah, why don't you share a little bit about this 6 points so far, you know, let's say the detox. I know that you've got some really good experience with the detox, as well as being a coach. How has that changed yourself?
I really found I hadn't actually ever tried a detox until I learned about TLS, because I thought detoxing was like what weird people did. But the more I would learn about detoxing and how we do it with TLS, and the more times that I've done it, the easier it's actually become, because you learn just some little fun and creative ways to eat different foods. So for even for myself, like I've just detoxed with Kitty.
Yes.
And I've been hitting the gym. I've been doing lots of different type of, weights training and things like that. And I kind of started to plateau on how much muscle I was building and how much fat I was losing. So I've just done a detox and really kickstarted my body again. So with that detox, I've managed to lose another 2 kilos.
Fantastic.
And 2 centimeters off my chest, 2 centimeters off my stomach, and 3 centimeters off my hips. And I really struggle to lose weight off my hips. But if I detox, it just really helps to clean all the toxins out of my body. It helps me to stop, it helps to like stop you with that caffeine addiction. You just relearn to set the body again. It's very good for you. You will get a little bit tired and you might get a bit cranky through it, but it's really important to do a detox.
Yes.
And just really reset how you think about food as well, and what you're planning to eat for the week, and making sure that you really think about whether or not you want to put something in your mouth. Like, give it a good reason why you're eating it.
That's right.
And not just because I've had a bad day and I really just need to eat this chocolate. You really have to reprogram the brain, and that's what detox does.
Yes. And I also find that, like, I mean, obviously it says that kickstart weight loss efforts and all that is really important. But then anyone, even if you don't need to lose weight, needs to do detox, because our body is subjected to toxins all the time anyway. So being able to detox will help us to have, better skin. And so that is also very important. In terms of exercising, you've been doing really well. Yeah. I know that you have done quite a lot of like balanced exercise regime, and so I really think you look amazing after having given birth to a baby not that long ago. So
well, it's nearly 2 years. It's no longer in the I've had a baby excuse time frame. So I knew I had to do something.
Yes,
because I couldn't keep using him as an excuse.
Yes, so this year is going to be a year you're going back to your pre-baby, but even as it is right now, you are looking great. So thank you, for sharing. Now, the other thing, maybe you can also teach us a little bit, is about the online tools and the resources that we have. Why do you think it's good? Yeah, this is going to be what we call the 7th secret of helping you to lose weight. Why is that important, Sarah?
Online it's pretty much at your fingertips 24/7. So anybody who has insomnia, our TLS website is great for you. We have so much information that you can learn from, and things that you can share and even send questions for on our au.tlsslim.com website.
Yes.
On our resources, we have so many different things. So we actually have recipes.
Yep.
So a lot of people like myself, I'm not creative. But I go onto the TLS website and I have a look based on which program I'm doing, and they have, different quick, easy recipes. And I like, even, I've had customers that will go on there and say, oh, I didn't even think about, making hash browns out of zucchinis. So there's lots of different things that you can do and that you can try.
Yes.
And then it helps you to kind of come up with your own sort of little creative ideas on things that you could do as well. So it implements, really good meals that don't take too long, and you don't have to have very fancy, creative, blenders and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We also have great ideas for like baking, and so like we all have a bit of a sweet tooth. It implements some of our TLS products, so some of our shakes into baking and things like that, so you can actually make products that have very low sugar content, so you can enjoy them without feeling bad.
Yes, that's right.
We have lots of videos, so we actually have 12 different videos, which is meant to go alongside with our 12-week program. So every video will teach you about different components to TLS, and so one's teaching you about detoxing, one's teaching you about how to plan before you're eating out. There's ones about exercising. So every single component has a video that you can go in and watch and learn something new. You know, it can teach you about protein and how much protein you're meant to have in your, you know, in your meals and things like that. So lots of different exercises. We have workout programs on there as well. We have a blog, so you can actually go and see what people are, you know, that are doing TLS, what they're talking about. You can ask questions in a forum and people will be able to help you with answers as well.
Yes.
So there's always people there that are willing to help you and encourage you to go further. You can track your BMI. You can actually do a lot of tracking. There's information on there where you can put in all your weight. So, you know, if Kitty's got your paperwork or if I've got your paperwork, you can still actually go online and put all your details in there.
Yes. So it's really amazing. Yeah. I mean, everything that you really do need is on this online too, on this one website. And a lot of times, I know, we think that we probably need more than that, but when you have a look at it, like if you're able to just follow this, even just that one tool, because we're talking about the 7 secrets to losing 7 kilos in 21 days, like if you just use that one tool, you'll be able to, you know, follow to do that. But having said that, like in front of us, we've got this other resource, which is what we call the TLS journal.
The journal.
The journal is so important. Why is that, Sarah?
They say they've done studies on people who go through weight loss journeys, and 80% of people will, it's about an 80-20 rule, and the 80% of people will journal and the 20% won't. The 80% are more likely to hit their weight loss targets and stick with their programs than the 20%.
Exactly. So that's why, for those of you that are now starting to do this program with me, I've got a few that are on this call and a few others. You definitely, I mean, I know that there's like, I think 4 of you who've purchased this last few weeks, but there are a couple that still haven't yet. But if you want that, let me know, because it's so important. If you don't do the journal and just do the rest, then your success rate will reduce significantly. It's true, because I've seen, you know, I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do, journaling, I have to admit, but once you journal, you actually have really, you know, the opportunity to reflect on what you've been doing, you know, to measure it, to monitor how you've been going, and then adjust it. And only after that, you'll be able to see where you've gone wrong or what you need to improve. Definitely create your own success through the TLS journal. And it's only $25 and it's so worth it. I seriously highly recommend it. And within that, you also have some really amazing health guide that you can read about and learn so many good tips too. So definitely consider that as you go about doing the 21-day or the Feel Great in 8. And the right-hand side, as Sarah has already mentioned. Thanks, Sarah, by the way. The recipe. Is so good, because it doesn't matter whether you're doing the 21-day challenge or, you know, the different types of food that you want to eat, like even the detox, you click on it and then you have like the file with PDF showing all the different types of recipes. And again, we're going from gourmet meals to very simple meal. You can get information and inspiration and then start doing some of your own creation, which is amazing. I need to do more of that, because I sometimes just put things together. But I think, you know, within these recipes, there are some really amazing ones that I'm yet to try. So I should do that. All right. So finally, let me just quickly give you some offers tonight. We've got a special bundle. As I mentioned, we've got the TLS Feel Great in 8 program, where if you want to do that at your own space at home, you can do it. And it's only $50 for the 8 weeks. Normally, if we were to do it individually, like one-on-one, it's $40 per session. So 8 sessions would be $240, but you only need to pay $50 for the whole 8 sessions, self-paced. And then you have unlimited email support with that. And then the one below, as I've already shared, is the TLS journal. It's only $25. And I also mentioned previously, we have 2 training that are very important in order for you to learn about the education and the intricate details of how you can actually lose weight as well if you want to be helping others to do the same. And that is what we call the TLS 101 and 201. Now, the 101 is the nutrition basics that will talk about the lifestyle, the components, the nutrition, and the different areas. And that will be on the Saturday morning from 9 to 12:30 on the 3rd of February. And the 201 is optional for those of you who are not interested in perhaps helping others to lose weight, but if you are and earn an extra income, then me being a coach, I'm actually going to be co-training with my other coach and trainer, Hong Ling Tan, to teach you to help others to lose weight as well. So that way you'll be able to, be a coach. And if that's something that you would like to consider, then come to this particular training in the afternoon of the 3rd of February. Once you've done that, you'll get a certificate to be able to start perhaps, doing some of your own coaching. So that is $25 per session. And if you get all 3, the TLS Feel Great in 8, the 8-week program, as well as the TLS journal with the health guide and the training 101 and 201, then I will give you gift, which is a bonus, which is my book, Juggling Health and Wealth, which is retailed for $30. And if you get those 3, you'll get this for free. And I think quite a number of you have already got this book. Then I'm happy to, give you the training for free, the TLS 101, because I believe that only if you bundle these things together, I mean, the book is separate, but the book has a lot of information about not just the physical health, but also emotional, spiritual, social, and mental health, which to be totally healthy, optimally well, I believe, just weight loss as well as physical side of things is definitely not enough. Like my friend Michelle here says the other day, which I so agree, we are spiritual being in a body, in a human being, but we do need to be well in other areas as well. So it's so important. So anyway, so that's what we have on offer tonight only. If you want to take advantage of that, you can either talk to me or the person who introduced you to this particular call, and we'll be able to sort that out for you. Finally, I would like to just give you some more resources about the different program that we have, because with TLS, it's not one size fits all. What that means is that it's actually a very comprehensive, customizable, personalized program, depending on your goals, depending on your weight loss profile, which you can actually do with me or on the website or with your coach. And then you can determine, I might need fat shredder, which will help me lose 5 kilos in 2 weeks, rapid results, sure and steady. Or if you're already in your ideal weight, but then you want to continually being healthy and fit, then the last one, continued commitment, will help you. So to determine which customizable program is most suitable for you, talk to your coach, or the person who invited you to this call will be able to work it out which one to go for. And once you find a solution, then it will fit your lifestyle. As we mentioned, this is a lifestyle solution. And okay, so the 21-day challenge is actually taking 3 weeks of your time to lose anywhere between 2 to 10 kilos. If you're able to follow all 7 of the secrets I shared with you just now, then you definitely will be able to get to at least average, 5 to 7 kilos unwanted fat and create a new you. That's no doubt about that. I've worked with many people. A classic example is my husband. He was going through his work competition, the Biggest Loser, and he was able to lose, 7 kilos as well. So it's really, really good and easy to do, because like Sarah mentioned, like even just the first week of detox, she was able to lose a couple of 2-3 kilos already. And then if you go through the fat shredder, like another 5 kilos is really easily done if you follow all this different system or different secrets that we've talked about. Okay, so it doesn't matter when you start. When you're ready, then you let us know, then we can start with you. So it goes like this. Day 1 to 7 is the first phase, is the detox phase, which means it cleans your body and renew and replenish, will purge your body of toxins and prepare it for phase 2, which is fat burning. So as Sarah has shared her experience, and the same with me, when I first started, I also felt a little bit uneasy because I didn't think, detox was something that I needed to do. But I realized that after doing it, my energy level was so much better, and I have really clarity of mind in terms of my, work. Even like it's not just the physical side of things. So definitely detox is has a lot of benefits. And then phase 2, as we mentioned, is fat burning, which is from day 8 to 21, which is 2 weeks. You can lose up to 4.5 kilo. So as you can see this graph here, the food group that you will be consuming with phase 1 is vegetables, 12 servings, 2 fruit serving, because we don't actually, during the 21 day of the challenge, is not to have too much fruit because of the sugar in it. And then protein is 2 serving, good fat is 2 serving. With the fat burning, you need to do at least 5 days of exercise. And only 1 fruit is allowed because we don't want too much sugar. And you will need more protein because protein will help you build your muscle and improve your metabolism. And in order to get the 21-day kit, you can actually order it from either this website, tlscoach.info, or the website of your coach. And that will give you, all these different things that will help you, as we mentioned, the science-based supplementation. And finally, with the importance of peer support means that if you know of other friends that want to do this with you, then you will have peer support. You can join together to lose anywhere between 2 to 10 kilos within the 21 days. Then we'll have more fun, and we generally will have like either a WhatsApp group or Facebook Messenger group to support one another for the whole of 3 weeks during the 21 days. So here are some real people experiences and testimonials, success stories. So Amy lost 11 kilo. Dan Bella, he's amazing. He lost 49 kilos. He's one of the biggest loser. And then Jennifer Richmond lost 15 kilo. And Sue, if you see the before and after photo, is such a great result as well. So this is a proven weight management program around the world. It's not just in Australia, all around the world. Like I've got friends in Singapore, in Hong Kong, and US particularly have had really great results as well. And below that, you'll see there are different social media that you can go on to check out TLS, and it's TLS weight loss. And if you go on to any of this social media, you can check it out. If you want to have a look at the results that people have had for just a 3 weeks difference, you can see these two as an example, but there are so many in social media, especially the TLS weight loss. Even on my website, TLS Coach Weight Loss and Wellness, you can see the difference. Like Alan, he has lost quite a fair bit of weight, even just within the 3 weeks. But it's not only weight, we're talking about body fat percentage and waistline, just like Sarah was sharing. It's not just only the numbers, right? And you can see this lady on the right-hand side of before and after is significant. Okay, so finally, a very important quote I would love to share with you. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows, because if you are committed to improving your health, your total well-being, and manage your weight and your body fat percentage and fitness level, then you will have a better tomorrow. So in conclusion, these are the 7 secrets that we've shared with you tonight. Detoxification, low GI eating, body composition, science-based supplementation, education, coaching, accountability, online tools, and resources. And to get started, some of you have already got started. If you are already, have purchased my Feel Great in 8 or the 21 day, we can start tomorrow if you like. I will contact you individually. But for those of you who are on the call but haven't yet, we can meet up or say like Sarah's. You have come through Sarah as your coach, then talk to Sarah as well. So detox your body. Now, to detox your body, obviously you need to have the menu plan. So we will be sending you the menu plan as part of the service. Number 2 is to go on to the weight management profile. When you go into that website, the tlscoach.info or the tlsslim.com, you are au.tlslim.com in the website of your coach, you'll be able to go into that profile to find out what is the best plan for you. And then you can do the 21-day challenge as your first week of the 8-week boot camp. Then you'll be able to have the recommended supplementation that is most suitable for you. And then number 4 is to get your TLS journal and health guide. You can let me know or Sarah know, and we can organize the journal and health guide to be delivered to you. And number 5 is to attend that 1-day TLS training. I'd highly, highly recommend it. If anything, if you're not sure about, what you've heard tonight, you want to learn more and get into a lot more details, because we only have 1 hour tonight. Obviously, we won't have that much time to get through all these 7 different points. But when you come to the 3rd of February on the Saturday, it's like 3.5 hours of training just on the different parts of the program, and it will definitely help you. So if you want to do any of this 5 things or all of them, let us know and we'll be able to sort you out. So it's just the hour, and I want to see anyone. So let me just, anyone has any questions, I will just have a look. So just type in your chat bar if you've got any question. Okay, let's see. Yep, I've seen that Zaleng was saying that where we can find the exercise from TLS website, and I think Sarah has already put it there. Thank you, Sarah. So Zaleng, you got it. And what else? Put me down for a journal. Yep, Barry, I will organize a journal for you. Thank you, Sarah. Josie said, sure and steady for Barry. You're welcome, Barry. You are awesome too. Thank you, Josie. Josie, we're going to be catching up. We can talk more. And Michelle, detail of 3rd of February TLS training. I will post it on my Facebook tonight. You can take it. I'll tag you. It will be in MC Square, Doncaster, from 9:30 to 5 o'clock. So Michelle, if you want to attend that, we can go together if you like. It's going to be an amazing training. I did one in Adelaide while I was there, and it had really good result. And Zalene attended it, and she learned a lot too. And yeah, so Josie will chat. And Gail, where can you find the 8 sessions? I will mail it to you, because what happened is you have the you've already purchased it, but you've only just started the journal. The 8 sessions, because you've purchased it, I will send the link and all the details to you tonight after this call, because the reason why I'm doing this course is mainly to go through this, and so that you, especially you and Michelle, will start, and then I think Barry has the 8-week also to do the 8 weeks in like a boot camp session. So you probably want to start tomorrow, simply because if you want to start with the detox, you can't just start without planning. And I'll go through that with you when I send you the 8 sessions, Gail. And Josie also wants a journal. Yep, no problem. Michelle, health plan. Yeah, you do have the health plan inside a journal. I'll go through it with you, but we can do it together. So what I'll do, Michelle and Gail, since you two are doing it together, I will maybe have a separate session. Do you girls mind staying put for another half an hour? Is that too late? If not, then I can talk to you more about doing it together, if that's all right. But otherwise, yeah, Gail and Michelle can do the 3rd of Feb together with me. So Josie, anyone here except Sarah done the 21-day challenge? Okay, Baz, have you done the 21-day challenge? I've done the 21-day challenge, and I find that even though I didn't need to lose weight, I needed to be more fit. And after doing the 21-day challenge, my metabolic age has reduced and my body fat percentage has gone down, and I really sense an increase in energy level. Is clarity of mind as well, particularly after the first week. So that's really, really good. So I would definitely recommend those of you who haven't done the 21-day challenge to do it. Yes, Sarah and I are now 21 again. But, you know, we have basically encouraged people not just to do it once. Like Sarah and I have done it multiple times. For people that are subjected to toxins, like people that run all the time, exercise all the time, or the kind of work that they do, or they smoke, or they don't eat healthily, that means you have a lot of toxins in your body, and you definitely need to detox, because if you don't, it's not so much only just about the weight management side of things, but also about, you know, the junk that's in your body. So it's so important to do it, the 21-day. And Zeling and her friends in Adelaide have while planning to do it, and in fact, one of her friends in the group is going to be taking video of the whole journey of them doing the 21-day, and then do a media release, as in like sharing how they go. I'm so looking forward to that, because one, Zeling Shunai are doing it, and I can hopefully share their result. But I do have a lot of testimonials of people that have done the 21-day, and I can post it out and send it to you as well. So can I ask, there is a gladiator there. Who is gladiator? Do I know you? And is Brooke a friend of yours, Michelle? You are gladiator, Michelle. Okay. And there is Brooke. Is Brooke also your friend? Because I don't know a Brooke that I have invited to this event. But anyway, and there's a BJ. There's a BJ. So BJ, if you can identify yourself, it's just that if I can be of any help, you can contact me. You met me at SOAR. Oh, Brooke, of course, Brooke. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've forgotten about you, Brooke. Oh, I didn't think of Randall, the surname Brooke. Of course. Sorry, Brooke. Yeah, so that's you. And who is BJ? I don't remember. But anyway, so Brooke, we can talk more if you're interested in learning more. So for those of you who want to get in touch with me, here are some of my connection. I mean, like if you want to connect with me, Being Connected is a group that Michelle and I are part of. And if you guys are interested in joining us, we have a meetup group on Wednesday in the Laurel Hotel. So get in touch and we can chat more. So Health Wealth Formula is my website. tlscoach.info is the website for this particular TLS training. I've got a YouTube channel which is called the Kitty Chang. It's actually Kitty Chang TLS, which is a different one. But those of you that know me, you have my contacts anyway. And I think that's it. So for those of you who have more questions, feel free to connect with me through any of this forum or on Facebook, and or my phone number. I'll just put it here. If you want to take a picture of this slide, then you can. So thank you everyone for being on this webinar. Really, really appreciate you, taking an hour of your time to learn about how you can be healthier. So, any more questions? If not, then I'll just call it a night. Thank you, Michelle, being connected. And thank you, Josie. And I will see you soon. Thank you, Zelaine. Bye for now. And so if Michelle and Kylie can stay back, I will chat with you a little bit more about the Feel Great Innate. And Bess, if you want to do the 21-day, you're welcome to stay behind as well. But bye for now for the rest of the people. But anyway, so let me just basically go to my website. So I will send you the link. So what you need to do, I will send this playlist to you. And once you have actually got it, Michelle, let me just hang on. I just stopped the